Hello world. Today I'm gonna talk about first week debuts. First week debuts. This right here is, I think, one of the funniest topics in all of like entertainment when it comes to like stuff like music and movies and box office numbers and stuff like that, albums and what they do on the billboard or singles. This is gonna be short too, because I really think that it's not really, is it a good or a bad thing. I think it's a good thing, to have a great first week. I think it's a good thing to anticipate and try to focus on your first week and take away what your first week did, and try to apply whatever you can apply from whatever you learned from that first week to going into the next album and the next release or the next single or whatever, the next movie, right? But man, the amount of people that look at first week numbers and will determine how a song, like the quality of a song based on those numbers, I think is insane. I think it's crazy. The amount of people that would literally say that song is not good because it only debuted at such and such on the Billboard Hot 100, or it only sold, that album is not good because it only sold 20,000 copies or something like that. That right there, and that's not just like stan culture, that's just people, that's a lot of fans and consumers in general. A lot of consumers, they rely on first week numbers to determine whether a song is good or bad for them. Way too much in my opinion. I mean the Little Mermaid movie, I think it came out and did like what, like 100, 200 million the first week or something like that. And I think it was Discussion Film or some on Twitter that announced it, and it's nothing but people in the comment section pretty much saying, "Oh, this movie failed. Oh, what's the word they be using? It's a flop. It's a flop. This movie's a flop because it didn't make back its entire budget or profit from its budget in the first week." And I'm thinking like, well, good thing the movie is not going to be in the theaters for only a week, right? Right? If that was the case, then oh yeah, then there needs to be a sense of urgency, and then you need to really look at first week numbers and all that stuff if you really want to, be in that conversation of having a great movie or something like that. If you want to determine your movie being good or something like that, or right? That kind of makes no sense still, but yeah, I guess first week numbers will matter if you only had 1 week to showcase whatever it is, and then no, you couldn't showcase it anymore. You only had 1 week to sell whatever it is to consumers, and they only had 1 week to buy it. I'm gonna be honest, you feel me? That doesn't sound like an experience with entertainment that I want to have at all. So yeah, I think that first week numbers are great and all that stuff, but I think that people find way too many negative things about first week numbers to say that don't really matter. It doesn't really matter. There's some albums that came out that probably sold 10 copies when it first came out, but eventually graduated to selling 12,000 copies by the end of the year. Same thing for albums that sell 12,000 copies first week. They probably graduate to selling 100,000 at the end of the year. But yeah, so that's how I feel about first week numbers. Let me know in the comment section how you feel. What do you think about first week numbers, first week debuts and all that stuff? I want to know some of your favorite, first week debuts, and just those moments where like something was just super big and it was just phenomenon or something like that, and you were involved in the consumption of it just like everybody else. And just tell me about it. Just tell me about your experiences, with noticing first week numbers. Tell me what you think is important about it. If you don't like first week numbers, tell me why. Also, make sure to like and subscribe. Thank you.